Hello again, everyone. I'm Chuck Stone, and it's time to do some more throwing. It's time to throw some things about. It's time to become the greatest throwing master of all time. In fact, in many ways, I have already achieved my goal. But no, I have not achieved true throwing mastery. My level of throwing skills is a pittance in comparison to the greatest and truest masters that have been written and foretold about, prophesized. Well, I am not yet the great thrower of the prophecy. No, not yet. But someday soon, I will assume my place as the grand master of all throwing skill. Watch my path. Watch me slowly become the greatest throwing character in the history of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. This game is amazing, I have to say. This game, it just gets better every single day, literally. Every time I play this game, I'm downloading a new version and playing that new version. Well, sometimes I'm lazy and I don't update, but generally, they're coming out with new versions of this game like every couple of hours. Not just every day, every couple of hours, a new version of this game comes out if you're playing the experimental version, which is just awesome. That is just amazing. And so I am having a ton of fun playing this living, breathing game that is slowly developing and becoming better and better than ever before with each passing moment. Much like me, Chuck Stone. What's all my options here? That's right, I've got a kit, I've got a sheath, I've got a scarf, I've got a lockpick, I've got a steak knife that I can write things with. I've got. So you can repair or modify. That's, yeah, okay. Anyways, and I do have some things I would like to repair. However, I'm a bit concerned that my tailoring skill being very much, leaving very much to be desired. I feel like I'll do more harm than good with my current rate of learning or current tailoring skill. So I think I'm going to want to read a book about. Yeah, I think I'm gonna read what I think Chuck Stone will read a book about tailoring and become not only the greatest throwing master in the world, but also a decent tailor, so that I can make sure that my clothing doesn't fall apart. Got a little bit of my dodging skill has once again deteriorated to 2. I think it was up to 3 before. Yeah, so we're seeing the effects of skill rust. Oh, it's springtime! Hooray! Chuck Stone has made it to the springtime of his youth. The springtime for Chuck Stone in Black Duck. Winter for whoever it was. It will be winter for the zombies now, and springtime for me. Because because it is. That's basically the long and the short of it. Where's my, what about MacGyver? What was that strange? I don't know what just happened there. Anyways, do I have my vitamins? Where are my vitamins? I left my vitamins somewhere. I put my aspirin here. Put my marijuana and my Cabernet here. That's a typical combination, right? Just a little bit of those two things. Did I take all my vitamins? I don't think I took all my vitamins, because I am not a Flintstones kid. I am a Hickory Nux. Oh, right, that's right. I put it in my room. I wanted to have it close by, right? No? Did I take all my vitamins? Am I out of vitamins? Because I'm still coughing like nobody's business. I don't know where I bet I put them upstairs, right? Vitamins! Hooray! I have discovered my vitamins, and I will take them. All right. It is. I have achieved a difficult, a great task. Excuse me. I had a little bit of detritus on my keyboard. I need to make sure to properly maintain and clean your keyboard. That is a problem with occasionally eating food at your desk. Anyways, he just had a small window on what I do at my desk sometimes besides playing. Do I have a sewing? Sewing techniques for designers? That seems a bit above my level. Sewing techniques for designers. I am no designer. I just want to learn the basics. Clothing designer's portfolio. A skilled tailor could learn a lot. A massive handbook for professionals. Yeah, so if I get really good at sewing, I could get even better using these books, but I don't have a basic sewing book, right? Well, let me take a look at these books just to make sure that they're not entry level, but I'm pretty sure. All right, so this one, thermal electric suit? Wow. All right, so it requires 5 tailoring. You can bring it to 8. You can make a thermal electric a lot of things. Thermal electric balaclava, wetsuit hood. It's a lot of neat things. A lot of neat recipes hidden in that tome of tailoring. Well, what about sewing techniques for designers? Well, you could have a sleeveless leather duster, swimming gloves, tailor's kits, and curved needle. Okay, a lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. 47! XL jumpsuit. Union suit stuff. Okay. Right, I forgot to look up. It requires only tailoring level 3 to understand. Okay, that actually is not as bad as I expected. So, if I can get my tailoring to level 3, I can get it much, much higher. And the same deal with my my survival skill. If I can get it to 3, I can get it much, much higher. So, now what do I want to do? Well, I've got 90 focus. I wouldn't mind some more focus. I'm going to read a fantasy novel and fantasize about fantasy. I want to read a fantasy about throwing things. A man who throws things. A man who threw things a bit too far, but then realized that there's no such thing. There's no such thing as throwing things too far. That's what this man discovered in this book. Now, that's what I would call a fantasy novel. I'll leave these particular food items here. I do not need the extra food. I've got plenty of spikes. I'm a mail carrier. I've got a messenger bag full of spikes. I am Chuck Stone, the messenger of death. And my message... I'm more like Chuck Spike at this moment, but like I've said, Chuck Stone has convinced himself that he's just throwing metal... very pointy metallic stones. That's what he's convinced himself, and that's a story, and I'm sticking to it. Alright, so he's happy about reading a fantasy novel. I could read about various things, but I don't see the need to do so. I want to become a better master of sewing. So I could either start sewing like crazy, and that wouldn't be such a bad idea, but I would think I would like to try to find a book that could get me started, because I, Chuck Stone, am a savant, so I am not very good. Despite being a fast learner, I am also a savant, so I'm not really good at learning anything else but throwing. But man, am I good at learning it, or boy am I good at learning how to throw. Ah, this is nice. A nice spring day. And I've got my forked spear, that's right, I've got my forked spear. I am like a mighty trident. Oh, I'm like a mighty trident. I'm like a mighty, Poseidon. I am like Poseidon, Lord of the Deep. But as soon as I say that, the carp god comes out and says, No, you're not Lord of the Deep. I am Lord of the Deep. I am the giant carp god. And you will bow down before me and learn my ways. Yes, I will learn your ways, carp god. Thank you for once again teaching me the ways of the carp. Apparently, as I've said before, the carp is a master of throwing techniques. Despite the fact that he does not have arms, that is the only thing keeping him from being from throwing things at me right now. And he has come to teach me the way of the carp school of throwing. And I have studied under him, and now I can call myself a student. I have advanced. I am slowly becoming a better student of the carp, the way of the carp. Or Basically, I'm saying that Chuck Stone is delusional and think that all animals... he thinks that all animals are trying to teach him the proper way of throwing. He has already learned many things about the way of the zombie. Or, well, no, the zombies are the only ones. Nature. Only nature is teaching you. The zombies, they're not trying to teach you. They're hostile. But wilderness... the wilderness. You worship the wilderness. Because you can't... It's like animal spirits. You don't worship other humans. Did I... oh, good. I don't want to damage my spear. I don't want to damage... this is my new spear, and I don't want to damage it. But I am bashing on a car with it. Or a RB... alright, more spikes. I would like to manufacture more spikes. A bluegill is diving in and out of the water like a maniac. Maniac. And he doesn't care. I probably should have brought... some water. I'm gonna go back for some water. I will definitely go back for some water. Water, please. Take a sip from my gallon jug. My thirst is slaked, and then I will take with me a little bit of travel food. Don't I have... yes, a small plastic bottle of coffee. That will be perfect. And the extra bit of stimulants could potentially save your life, just like carrying aspirin. So if I ever get in a bad situation, I can coffee and aspirin it up. The poor man's medical cocktail. Coffee and aspirin. And completely... you're going to get yourself as drugged, just about as drugged up as you can possibly get with over-the-counter medicines. Master Bullfrog and Master Bullhead are in the swamp. And I am not ready. I am not ready to learn their ways, because I am not ready to enter the swamp and potentially fall down a sinkhole. No, no thank you. I am not ready to learn the way of the eel. I am not ready to learn other various ways yet. Although I have learned much about the way of the bullfrog, I'm not yet ready to take the finishing course, the final exam. I'm not ready for the final exam, the bullfrog final exam, because it would be nice if I could leap around, because that would actually make it less likely that I would step into a sinkhole, maybe, unless I jumped right onto the sinkhole, and then that would make things a lot worse. Anyways, I could certainly do some tailoring with some of this stuff. Like I could cut up things and take rags back home. But I think... what actually was I trying to do? Just get books. Books, right. Primary objective currently is to get books. Books with sewing skill. I want more sewing skill, and I know I can find it somewhere in here. I also wouldn't mind some skewers. I know I've made a lot of skewers, but it never hurts to have more skewers, and I've also been doing a bad job of recollecting the skewers that I've thrown. Because I throw away a lot of skewers. I've thrown a lot of skewers into the swamp, or into the water, or places where I generally don't want to go and pick them up. And that's fine, because they're training projectiles. If it was a spike, I would think differently. So, anyways, what's in here? Ye Old Scots Book of Kukuri. I love that book, but, well, actually, Trap and Field? Actually, I'll take it all. I'll take it all. Or did I have... I'm not sure if I have a copy of any of these books, but I'll take them all. The main thing I want, and I guess I'll take the chocolate candies as well, although I'm not thrilled about them. Not as nearly as thrilled as I am about a thriller novel. Now that's thrilling. In fact, I'm going to read a bit of this thriller novel. It requires an intelligence of 5. It doesn't require the most intelligent people. You don't need the most intelligence to get a thrill out of a thrill novel. It takes 18 minutes to read, but it improves your morale by 3, so it's actually not bad. It's actually a pretty good thrill. Plastic bottle of mustard. I probably would not enjoy that. It's in red. However, it is a plastic bottle, which could be useful. I could empty it out. I'm going to turn off safe mode for now, because the fungus is going to drive me mad. 101 wrestling moves. Some more novels. I think I've got enough happiness in my life at the moment. Biodiesel and renewable fuel resources. Well, I'd like to learn how to make biodiesel, but I think that's going to take a while. Did I have this? Ooh, some spikes I left over. Yeah, I definitely want those. Complete guide to pitching. I can basically assume that I'm way beyond that. All right, so we're still getting occasional bugs, despite the fact that I'm playing the most up-to-date version of this game. It can bring my throwing skill to 3. Well, how novel! Yes, you throw like a little girl. A book of the subgenius, an erotic novel, a war novel. Actually, filled with riveting subplots about rat farming and dysentery? Oh, Prisoner of Ward Camp. Oh! I think I know what they're talking about. King Rat by James Clavell. James Clavell, the main reason I know about King Rat is because I loved James Clavell's book, Shogun. In James Clavell's book, Shogun, they talk about the first samurai, or the first Westerner. Ouch! Oops! I did not mean to move there, and I am sorry. But I talked about a book earlier, Samurai William. The book Shogun is about William Adams, one of the first Westerners to come to Japan and actually met Ieyasu Tokugawa and actually was considered to be his friend. He was the friend of the Shogun, one of the most powerful people in Japan, and his story is just amazing. It is just an amazing story. And James Clavell's interpretation of it, it takes some liberties, and in my opinion is in many ways less entertaining than the real thing, the real history. But it's still rather entertaining as well. And King Rat, in my opinion, King Rat by James Clavell is a better book because James Clavell is writing about what he knows about. James Clavell was a prisoner of war in World War II, and he was captured by the Japanese. And the Japanese did not treat their prisoners the best at all times. I mean, certain times they were okay, but at other times they could be very brutal and violent. So, since he's writing about something he knows about, it just feels really real, like just the conditions. It just feels like he knows what he's talking about in that case. Whereas the other case, he's writing historical fantasy. Well, in King Rat, he's still writing historical fantasy, but he's writing historical fantasy about something that he had experienced firsthand. So it just feels very accurate. So, in my opinion, if you're going to read any James Clavell novel, read King Rat, but also read Shogun. But I think you would be better off reading, what was it? Samurai William. I think you'd be way better off reading Samurai William, the actual history of the character in the story of Shogun, made by James Clavell. So, if you're a fan of reading books, there's some book recommendations for you, my friend. And I hope you enjoy. And I've been looking through this library, and I cannot find what I am looking for. But there is 3 autobiographies of that mountain man. That mountain man, this guy really liked that mountain man. And I have to say, I can't blame him. That mountain man, yeah, the big book of first aid was what I was doing. First responders, okay, yeah. More medical books. At least I'm going to have some medical skill. I think that will be quite useful. The fungus is really just taking this place over. It's a real concern. Anything about sewing. Anything at all. About fencing and dueling, that's fine. I'm not really as interested in that. And, yeah, I might as well take the junk food. Even though my character hates junk food, I can still eat it if I need to survive. It just will make me sick and not happy. It doesn't mean that it's not useful. Just not very appealing for my particular character. So I know there was another library. And he loves Scott's Book of Kukuri. He loves the person who owned this house loved that. Oh, India Pale Ale. Yeah, my character doesn't seem to mind that as much. A file. Boxers and briefs. A holy symbol. A fine gold chain bearing the symbol of a forgotten faith. So if I wore the holy symbol, and I utilize a holy symbol, it probably meant to this holy symbol probably meant a lot to somebody at somewhere at some time, but to me, it's just a thing. So yeah. All right. Can't I just get a little bit of Can't I feel good that I'm worshiping something ridiculous? I mean, you can still get a little bit of religious feeling out of worshiping a religion that you know nothing about. It's just, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it would lack impact unless you really worked yourself up into it. It'd be hard to get much of a morale bonus. I pray to the flying spaghetti monster. Flying spaghetti monster, please deliver me from danger. Please aid me in my cooking of noodles. Or please rain down terror upon those who cook noodles, for they are wrong. Or maybe they are right. I don't know. Actually, no. Since the flying... No. Please rain terror upon all those who prefer dry noodles. Such a foul state for a noodle to be in. Blessed are those who liberate noodles from their dry, crusty states and return them to the proper state of wet spaghetti. Like a wet noodle, we shall wrap around the... I don't know. How can you imagine? Can you imagine a more ridiculous religion? Yes. Well, then you're probably thinking of Scientology. Ooh, sick burn. All right, sick Scientology burn. Now Tom Cruise is out to get you. Tom Cruise is now out to get you. So look out. All right, who wants a skewer? You want a skewer? Fungal skewering. I will learn the way of the fungus. Wait, I heard something. It's just a... There is a Marlos tree next to me. If I ever get desperate... I mean, I guess, you know what? I'm gonna harvest. There's something wrong with harvesting. Yeah, okay, I harvested Marlos berries. And harvesting Marlos berries... Well, it's a little bit risky, but as long as I don't get covered in spores, that's fine. So I've got myself some Marlos berries that I don't plan to eat anytime soon. But if I ever am desperate, these things do wonders for hunger and thirst. So I might as well take them, I guess. Although they're a little bit heavy. Do not eat the Marlos berries. Eat cooked meat. It is delicious. No. And I will drink my coffee, I mean. I will drink myself. I will drink myself to death. I will drink myself stupid with the pale ale. Well, I found some cool books, but none of them are the book I was looking for. Did I check in here? Was there books in here? Nope, just eyeglasses and socks. Socks are like sex. Tons of it going around, but I never can seem to get any. It's a quote from Blackadder. A quote that I found kind of funny. Anyways, let's place the Marlos berries in the middle of the road, I guess. I'll come back for them later. And I'm not going to drop my fork spear. I didn't mean to do that. And also, I'm going to leave behind the books. I'm going to put the books in the middle of the road, and I will be back for these books later. Oh, I took the... I was thinking that at first I thought the thriller novel was the thriller novel that I brought from home, but that's not the case. I imagine myself just looking old-timey. It's like, I almost want to have a pocket watch just so I can act old-timey. Is the train on schedule? Oh, the train's not on schedule. That's what I always imagine is the old train conductor going, hey, you gotta keep that train on schedule. Because if the train isn't on schedule, then I might as well kill myself, because that's wow. I might as well. If the train's not on schedule, then I have no reason to live. My reason for being, raison d'etre, is the train. I mean, the old-timey conductors did take their jobs very... wolf? Okay, those wolves were not hostile, but now they are. They're red dots, because I just pissed off that wolf by hitting it with a rock. I must learn the way of the wolf. And the way of the wolf is only learned by throwing stones at the wolf. I will learn the wolf style. Hello, Master Wolf. Alright, well, I got a wolf kill. And now I'm going to have a delicious wolf dinner. Wolfie. I guess I'll pick it all up. I'll take it all. And I don't know when I picked up these nails, but I don't need nails. I don't feel like I need nails. You may be hearing some things outside, and if you do, well, there's major construction going on outside, and there's nothing I can do about that except for not record until, like, nighttime. And I want to go at my own pace, so I tried to insulate you from the sound as best as I possibly could, but if you're hearing random noises outside, it's construction, and there's very little I can possibly do about that. Because I like to play games when I want to. I play games when I want to. That's what you should do. That's what video gaming is about. But I mean, I also try to please my viewers naturally. So, I mean, obviously there's a certain middle ground, but I want to play this game. I love this game, and I wanted to play it. I'm feeling a little tipsy because I drank some alcohol, but I'm no longer thirsty, so that's fine. Off I go on my tipsy way. And I'm slightly happy. I'm wet, but I drank alcohol, so I'm feeling good about that. Yeah, let's cook some meats. Let's go cook some meats. Oh, and I'm going to leave some of this junk food out in the road as well, because it's going to weigh me down. Wait, plastic. Or no? I guess. Yeah, you have volume. You don't. Okay, well, I'll drop the pretzels because they're taking volume, and I don't know what I'm going to find out there. But eventually I'll be walking down that road, and I'll pick that stuff back up. And I would like to get out of the rain because it's making me miserable. I'm all sad and stuff, but not sad enough to change my clothing. All right, so there's a feral runner over there. They freak me out a little just because of the fact that they can run forever. I mean, that's kind of scary, you know? I mean, I can run, sure, so I can keep away from it, but only for so long, and eventually I'm going to get tired. But this undead bastard's going to that undead feral runner's just going to keep running and running, and eventually he'll run your ass down. You'll run your butt down. I'm trying not to swear like a sailor so much. I'm sorry. But just the concept of a zombie that can run forever is kind of scary, you know? Imagine meeting that in real life. And you'd have to fight it eventually, or like outwit it and hide from it, because eventually, unless you're awesome at running and you're really fast, unless you're a really fast runner and you can outrun it and get away, eventually you're gonna get tired, and it's not, because it's a better marathon runner. That's the idea. It's like the infinite marathon runner that's hunting you down. That is scary. I don't know. Somehow to me that is frickin' kind of terrifying on some level. Just an angry guy that wants to kill you and will not stop until he does. He's just going to keep running and running and running, and no matter how much you run, he will keep running and chase you down. To me, that is just like terrifying on some primal level. I don't know. But really, it's just a zombie that can run, and it's not really that tough. But the concept, just somehow the concept is, on paper, a terrifying one. I mean, to me, because I'm no Chuck Stone, I can't kill a zombie from a great distance with a spike. I mean, I can do it with some other things, but not with a spike at a long distance. I mean, I feel like I'm okay as far as my ability to fight with various objects and whatnot, but, you know, I'm not gonna say that my chances, you know, I'm just like, I wouldn't like my chances, that's all. You can never say that your chance of success is 100%. You can never say that your chances of success is a 0%, but it's somewhere in between, and I don't like taking any risks. You know, anytime you're saying that you have a chance of dying, then maybe this activity is not for you. That's all. Generally, you should live your life in a way with the minimum amount of chance of death as possible. That's all. You know, as close to zero as you can get. Obviously, there's a certain extent where if you live your life constantly fearing death, that you know, it's like if I was so afraid of death, I would never be able to even get in a car and drive, because because people get killed in car crashes all the time. But there's a certain... it's something to think about. That's all I'm saying. I'm obviously... Let's just focus on playing the game. I have a bit of something on my monitor there, a bit of detritus. Okay, I need to clean off my monitor a bit there. Thought I was seeing something on the screen, but I was like, what's that dot on the pixel map, the mini map? The dot was something that was not a pixel. It was something that was applied directly to the screen. Oh, right. There's a perfect place to cook right inside. I forgot. I've got a lovely wood stove. I don't know how long this splintered wood will burn, so I'm going to smash this table. Wump, wump, wump. Oh, wait. What happened to my trident? Did I throw my trident at some point, or break it? I lost my trident at some point. I don't know what I did with it. Whoopsie doodle. Huh. Did I put it in the library, or what? I'm slightly disappointed in myself with that one. Well, I took that time to make that trident, and then I left it somewhere. Let's see if I can find it here. Gasoline? Ah, this vehicle has gasoline, and I can see it. I can see it! That's pretty amazing. Candlestick, bikini bottom, a sewing kit. The nail gun sounds fun. Alright, well, wherever I left it, it's not close at hand. That's fine. So can this vehicle drive? It fails to start. Okay. But it's got fuel, so if I need fuel, I know where to go. What about this one? Okay, it's dented, but it's got enough wheels, but it's got no fuel. So if I was able to siphon the fuel from this one and put it into that one, I could have a working vehicle. Well, that's cool. Okay, so did I leave it somewhere over here? Nope. I must have left my trident in the mansion or something. Well, whoopsie doodle. Or I must have thrown it accidentally or something. Maybe it's with the wolves, actually. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I was probably just going to use that trident for throwing anyway, so not so much for direct combat. So it's just as well, because it's only my close range throwing weapon. But if I'm caught at close range and I needed a powerful weapon to throw, I'm going to regret not having that trident. Alright, cook, cook, cook. Cook, cook, cook. Cook, cook, cook. Oh yeah. Cook, cook, cook. Oh yeah. Cook, cook, cook. Alright. Cook, cook, cook. Uh-huh. Cook, cook, cook. It's done. Cook, cook, cook. Too late. Cook, cook, cook. I can't. Cook, cook, cook. The fire went out. Cook, cook, cook. Aren't you listening? Cook, cook, cook. Okay, apparently I just like saying cook, cook, cook. Can you blame me? Well, cut it out. That's not very nice. Well, cut it out. Can you blame me? Well, cut it out. Oh, yes, you, apparently, yes, you can. Oh, there's some things you just shouldn't say. Hey, wait. 9% gasoline, 9% battery. This thing has a little bit of go juice left. And how about you? Lack of wheels. So I could drive a few feet with this baby. Well, I might as well. Oh, car doesn't have an engine. Sorry, I thought you... Okay, well, close. Really close. How about this one? Enough wheels. We got some fuel. So, can I go? Don't tell me. No controls? My god, you zombies always think of something, don't you? If it's not the wheels, it's the fuel, and if it's not the fuel, it's the engine or the controls. It's always something with you people, isn't it? It starts up! We're driving! Woohoo! Alright, well, I've got a fully working hippie van with a little bit of fuel. Let's see where we can go with this thing. Take it up to... Take it up to max speed! Wait, actually, this might not be a bit. This, actually, I actually want to live a long life, so actually that's... but we need to actually get up to 80 miles an hour or we can't time travel, Doc. Marty, we need to get this to 80 miles an hour or else we'll never... Ooh, actually, let's go van hunting. Whoop. Uh-oh. Okay, I was gonna ran it. Look out for that tree! George of the jungle, look out for that tree. A lemming. Go, lemming, go. Alright, I'm starting to speed up again. Oh, wait. There's a lot of, the road is not what it should be. I'm gonna slow down. Wait, is that a minefield? Is that a minefield in the middle of the road? Oh, pull on the brakes! Put on the brakes! Oh my god. Should I just get out? Should I just get out and let it... Yeah. Let go of the controls! Wait. No, this is a terrible idea. Okay. Safe mode off. Get out! Die from a moving vehicle? Yes! Okay, that was kind of stupid. That was kind of fun, though. I was diving from a moving vehicle that's going into a minefield. I probably should have just put on the brakes, actually. But well spotted on that minefield, right? Yeah, it's a minefield. I didn't think you could put minefields in the middle of the road, but, I mean, when I think about it, that would be the best place. The best place to put a minefield if you're trying to, well, if you're trying to kill people. I thought they were trying to kill zombies. Well, okay. If I want to risk my life, I can play with that zombie van. Yeah, I'm not the best driver. I'm just gonna... You know, Chuck Stone's a man who likes to keep his feet on the ground. You know that? Generally. What is that? Shrieker zombie giant wasp? What am I looking at? What am I looking at that's coming at me fast? Shocker? Or the Shrieker? There are things coming at me. I'm gonna walk this way, and if you want to come fight me, that's fine. How far away are you, my opponent? 35. That is too far away for my pistol bayonet, right? No, my pistol bayonet can go 39 squares. My pistol bayonet is like a frickin' artillery shell. Still, it's like a real pistol. Still, nonetheless, I'm going to back away. Alright, Shrieker Zombie, you are very astute, so... Fine! If you want to fight, I will grant your request for a duel. I, Chuck Stone, will be your opponent. Let us see what you have. Wait, the Bullfrog. Did I kill... Okay, sorry, Master Bullfrog. I killed Master Bullfrog. After I killed the Shrieker Zombie, I'm like, Master Bullfrog, I have mastered your school. Take that, Master Bullfrog. Sorry, Master Bullfrog. You're supposed to use skewers. Well, sorry. It's like a large metal skewer, isn't it? No, that's cheating. I'm sorry. Alright, off I go. And that's my jackrabbit corpse. Aw, clumsy. Oh, you're like a blind woodsman. Your butchery is like that of a blind woodsman. That's Wait. You hear a whir from the southeast. What, is this car whirring? Why is this car whirring? I've got the engine on? Did I do this? Okay, well this car is whirring. Whatever, I'm gonna guess you can keep doing that. That's fine. I don't care. A giant bee is a little bit scary to me. Sports car's engine dies. Okay. And there's a zombie and a zombie fighting each other. Safe mode on. Safe mode on, and I now feel safe. Safer, because I've been actually doing some risky things today, and considering that I'm playing a more long-term game, not recommended. That zombie child, is that that is a crowbar? That is a crowbar. Okay, that is the bar of crow. Aha! I see you now, zombie child. I see you now, my pretty. That's right. I'm feeling miserable because of the rain. Let me get out of the rain and be happy again. I would like to be happy. Wouldn't you like to be happy? Everybody gonna be happy. Everybody wants to be happy. Don't you want to be happy? I want to be happy. I'm gonna sleep in a bathroom until I feel happy. This is actually the wrong bathroom, but I guess I'm sleeping well enough. This is my bathroom. This is my sleeping bathroom. Of course, now it's nighttime. Spending nighttime in a place that's not my typical home. But I'm feeling nice and comfy, so my skills up. Let's close the door and Chuck skewers. I am Chuck Skewers, and I will chuck skewers just to the south of me so that I can learn to be the greatest skewer thrower of all time. I'm almost up to 19 throwing skill now. Well, I shouldn't say almost, but halfway. I'm halfway to 19. I feel like that's really significant. That is a large amount. I mean, reaching level 19 as it is not significant, but just the sheer power of my throwing capabilities shall not be underestimated. There's flurries outside. It's 3 a.m. Time to have a bath. Sleep. More sleep. Throw a few skewers to the south and sleep some more. I am very thirsty, but I will deal with that in the morning. A bit more sleep. Okay, 7 a.m. That should be daylight. Yes, it is. Alright, I've got some cooked meats to eat. And then I'll drink some of my water that I prepared earlier. I'm glad I prepared that water cache for myself earlier. That was very thoughtful of me. Yes, thank you very much, me. You're welcome, me. And, I think I would like to improve my character's morale a bit. Is there anything I can do to do that? Well, I could read a book, but there's nothing around here. I could drink alcohol, but that would... Okay, fine. Actually, my character's doing just fine. His focus is okay. Let's just focus on finding resources to make my survival more comfortable. There's various bits of food. Fruit leathers! That'll make me happy. Most of this stuff I find rather distasteful. Cooking oil could be useful in the future, as I am steadily becoming a better cook. However, it's quite heavy. That's right, I have a bunch of empty cash cards, although those cash cards actually can be used... Yeah, I'm gonna take these cash cards because I actually can be utilized for various things. And they don't weigh anything. Ah, noodles. I must liberate these noodles for the for my master, the giant spaghetti monster. He will be pleased with me. The spaghetti monster will be pleased when I liberate these noodles from their dried prisons. And fried seeds. Not bad. In fact, well, no, cooked meat. Cooked meat first, because it's going to go bad first. And whiskey and wine. Life is fine when you've got whiskey and wine. And Chardonnay. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is not inferior to chocolate. That's what Jerry Seinfeld said. Ask yourself, whenever you taste something good, whenever you eat something good, you ask what's in it. A good piece of cooked food. When you ask what's in it, the answer always comes back invariably cinnamon. The answer that invariably comes back is cinnamon. Excuse me. I would like to check out the back room. And what's in here? Oh, I'm bashing things with my fists, and now my fists feel rather awkward. Do I have, like, something, like... Well, I'll just take a spike. I will wield a spike. Nothing. What's with all the boxes that contain a whole lot of nothing? Alright, well, my volume is filled up with various foods. However, I'd like to do a little bit more exploring before I stop. What is this? It's vinegar. Vinegar. Just like to read things in a stupid way because I'm a stupid person. Rubber boots. Nice bed. Another sewing kit. Small plastic bottle at a toilet. I don't want to drink that. Oh, that's a giant bathtub. That's a bathtub that's bigger than most beds. I mean, ooh, a Glock and a double barrel shotgun. A nice suit. Wow, this guy was this like Hitman's home? It's like a suit and a gun. Spike. I don't have. Oh, right. If you wield a spike, then it changes the name of your spikes in your inventory because this game is awkward. Equals T. Okay. Spike. 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 Alright, you have been spiked. Okay, there's more. You've got friends out there. I am going to back off. Hello, little girl. Goodbye, little girl. I'm gonna run this way. I'm gonna run away. It's a little girl. Run away, says Chuck Stone. Being a true man, I am Chuck Stone man. I am Chuck Stone, a man's man, a true man, and so I run away from little girls. Oh my God, it's a little girl! Ah! I'm Chuck Stone. Ah, little girl. When I see a little girl, the best way to deal with a little girl is to scream like a little girl. Nothing confuses. If you speak their language, then they will respect you. Oh, if only it worked like that. I'm gonna take this heavy-duty flashlight, and in exchange, I will drop or consume. I will consume. I will consume. I will consume. Pickle. Oh, no. I will consume, what can I consume that will create space? Is there anything I can consume to create space? Not really. I was thinking about drinking some of the alcohol, but the alcohols have a lot of doses, and so if I wanted to consume that, I would be totally and completely sloshed. I could drop some sinew. I'm gonna drop some sinew in exchange for a spike. I'm going to butcher your corpses. And now I will go back to my home and just relax. My character is a bit thirsty. See, these bird eggs are old, but I think the cooked meats are still going to get raw or go bad first. Yeah, I'm just gonna put all this extra food here for now, and I will come back for it later. Fruit wine. Let's compare these alcohols, shall we? Okay, so we have Chardonnay, 4.4, 15. We have fruit wine, 2.10, enjoyability 2. Chardonnay is far more enjoyable than fruit wine. Yeah, I can't really say. I think I'd enjoy wine more than whiskey, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm not exactly the most alcoholic individual. In fact, far from it. So I'm considering consuming an alcoholic beverage. I believe I will choose. Wait, am I still holding those whiskeys? I believe I will choose I think I'll choose the Chardonnay. Yes. Excellent choice, sir. I'll have the Chardonnay. And I am now drunk, because I took 2 drinks. Being drunk and on depressants has lowered my dexterity, intelligence, and perception considerably, which will make it harder for me to properly throw at my opponents. However, being happy will, conversely, make me much more happy and allow me to gain skill more quickly. In fact, maybe I should have saved being drunk for the nighttime portion of my adventure. But, well, now that it's day, Yeah, since it's daylight, yes, we're gonna keep adventuring. Adventures while drunk. Not suggested. This sort of thing is not suggested, but for Chuck Stone, I think it will be alright. Oh, is that a shopping cart? Is that a shopping cart? Did I... It's dented, it's got enough wheels? I did not see that shopping cart earlier, but now... Hooray! A shopping cart! That is awesome! I love shopping carts. Let's load that shopping cart up. Load it up. It is a shopping cart full of bones. A bone shopping cart. That does seem kind of morbid. Bone carts. I'm going to be pushing around my shopping cart full of bones. And see if I can intimidate anyone. Would you like some bones? Got bones for you. I got a bone to pick with you. Oh, that's a classic. Classic joke. That makes me feel kind of bad for saying it. A matchbook. A Playboy. Chewing tobacco. Sports novel. Is there really that much to write about? Nicotine gum. Sodas. I guess I'll take the sodas if I get desperate. If I get desperate for liquid nourishment. Sugary cereals. And the yeasts. I'll take the yeasts and the cooking liquid. Powdered milk. No, thank you. Cooking oil. Actually, powdered milk could be used to make something that I could potentially actually eat. Maybe the game won't think about the fact that there's actually milk in the thing that I'm eating when I'm lactose intolerant. Not the greatest chance of it happening, but we'll find out. Anyways, so yeast, cooking oil, powdered milk, and the various drinks. I can hold on to these candies without it affecting me for now because I'm so super strong and it doesn't take volume. Put the plastic bottle inside. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like from the store, sir? Now that you mention it. Now that you mention it, this garlic could be quite useful when I encounter the evil vampires that control all the zombies and are orchestrating the evils being perpetrated in this game. Obviously, the boss of this game, because yes, this game has a boss. Take it from me. I know. I'm not just speaking out of my butt right now. Obviously, the boss of this game is a vampire. I know this because I am Chuck Stone, Vampire Slayer. Vampire. Aw, my meat is rotten. Who rottened my meat? Oh wait, wasn't that? Or no, that was on the floor, right? Or yeah, that's sorry. I thought my meat had become rotten, but that was the meat on the floor, and I'm a fool. All right, so I'm gonna munch on, or I'm thirsty, so I could drink more wine. I'm still drunk already though, so I think I'm gonna pass on that one. And there's still some water over here. I'm just gonna drink the water. All right, my character's happy, especially because he found a shopping cart. I'm gonna bring the shopping cart on my next adventure, and see. Well, that's right. I could get gas. I could get gas from the gas station and fill up my various vehicles. What am I thinking? As long as I get a container and utilize the gas pump properly. Insert card for purchases. Ah, you have to purchase fuel from the fuel pump, and I have cash in order to do so. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I could get a working vehicle if I wanted here. This is I just realized that this is the perfect place to get myself geared up for long-term travel. Well, where did I put that shopping cart? Put it somewhere. I brought it with me a bit. This is a chain link. I brought it like down here, didn't I? Or yeesh, how quickly I forget where I put my shopping cart. Cardboard box of flour. Might as well take that with me. Ravioli. Pale ale. Now I remember that down those stairs are some zombies. In fact, I should make a note of that, right? Zombie basement. Just so I don't go walking down into that basement again and get bitten like I did last time. Next time I go into that basement, I better be prepared for a fight. I'm pretty sure that's the right one. If it's the wrong one, well, then I just told myself that I can't go into a basement for no reason, and that's kind of a shame. Right. Oh, there's my cart. Yes, I thought I put it somewhere in this general direction. Let's bring this cart around. Bring it round back and load it up. Oh yeah. I'll take everything and place it in the cart. What a great day at the store. Look at all the things I bought. I'll just throw it all in there. Sure, I was carrying around candy if I needed emergency... Oh, no, I'll hold on to the emergency candies. The emergency candies could actually save my life. Or they could help me end my life. I don't know. If I want... I feel like dying. Give me that candy. Well, the candy's not bad for you. It's bad for me. Okay. And that's how he died. Right. I don't need the flashlights. I just need the batteries. Unload. Oh, and the other flashlight was already empty? Okay, then. Kind of a shame. Is there anything else I can do with the heavy-duty flashlights? Not really. Okay. Just seeing if there's other interesting crafting recipes. Well, what if I disassembled? Disassemble. You might be able to learn a recipe if you disassemble another. Interesting. Interesting return on that. And I got an amplifier circuit. And some copper wire. Interesting. Alright, well, I will take the... Well, the volume of the things that I harvested from the flashlight are larger than the original object. But it was an interesting thing to do, and I got an interesting result. So that was cool. I mean, I didn't know you could learn recipes from disassembling. There's a dumpster, and it is empty. I'm going to leave my shopping cart right here. Hydrogen peroxide and an extra plastic bottle. Yes, you can go into the shopping carts. Who knows when hydrogen peroxide will save your life. Or if it will save your life. Right. I do want to make... Wait, what? I can make a makeshift knapsack. But no, it'd be kind of cool, just for the sheer storage value, but it's... Yeah, 10 encumbrance, 20 storage, where it would go in the same slot as my messenger bag, which is much better and more efficient at the same thing. And yeah, I'd be way too encumbered, but it's just cool that I can, that's all I'm saying. Anywho, so what I'd like to do is gather up some additional strings, actually, and make some bayonets, because the extra damage potential could be quite useful on an opponent that is tougher than the things I have fought recently. So, weapon, or wait, there it is, mods. Sorry, it's a mod. Right. Bayonets, please. Lovely bayonets. They take a lot of space, but they're more powerful than anything. They're more powerful than ever before. Okay, lovely bayonets. I'm going to wield a bayonet, because a bayonet doesn't seem like the worst thing to wield. It's got 12 piercing capability. It's better than a spike, right? Undoubtedly. So, cool. Alright. Oh, and the aspirin. My aspirin. Gotta put the aspirin in shopping carts. Well, actually, no. I should carry... I always like to carry a bit of aspirin, so... I will drop 20 aspirin into the cart. And let's see what else I can gather before I go. I'll leave the shopping cart back there. And let's investigate more vehicles. Wait, is that a vehicle with a cart inside? Can I pull this cart out of the... You release the flatbed truck. Okay, so that's just a box. It's just a box. But it's cool to have a box in the flatbed truck, as well as all this room in the back. Okay, so this flatbed truck, it's got fuel, it's dented, but other than that, the controls are messed up. Oh, dang it! I was gonna say that would be a cool vehicle. Interesting. They tell you the aerodynamics, friction, and mass of the vehicle. Fuel usage too. I see. So fuel efficiency. The truck isn't as fuel efficient as this car. Or this car. Interesting. I'm learning a lot about cars. How much driving skill do I have? I did gain a little bit of driving skill from my near suicidal driving earlier. Hello, Mr. iBot. I do not like iBots. I do not like you, iBots, but I will learn the way of the iBots. What do you have to teach me? There you are, Mr. iBot, sitting there learning everything you can from us. What can you teach me about throwing? I will throw skewers at you until you teach me the way of the iBot. Also, can I hurt you with a bayonet? 2 damage! I damaged an iBot! Wait, it isn't hostile now, is it? Okay, it's light. It's still ignoring me. That's kind of surprising. I'm a little bit worried that it might go psycho at some point. You know, it's like if you annoy it in the wrong way, it just might go. All right, self-destruct mode activated. Activating laser. Activating plasma cannon. Activating plasma chain gun. Activating dual plasma chain guns and rocket launchers, while also initiating nuclear device. Nuclear device detonating in 10 seconds. 9, 8. Crap. Who knows? It's generally not recommended to mess with things that are beyond your understanding. Unless you want to learn the hard way. So, I'm gonna be a little bit afraid of the iBot while I recollect my bayonets. And I'm feeling so sad that I can't properly learn the way of the iBot. My bad. Large power substation. We know there's a hospital up there. Right? Oh, hello. Oh, okay, I was supposed to say, did I lock up? No, it's just a lag, good. Or no, hotel. H for hotel and hospital, it just depends on the font. Which one? Font and color. So what kind of building? Oh, this is the fire station, okay. Break in here. 2 big books of first aid. Mechanical winch? Yes. Junk. That's gonna create some noise. Junk. More noise. Hello, firefighter zombie. Exactly what I was expecting. I wonder if this has fuel. It certainly has a water cannon, which would be fun. Actually, no. That's right. A firefighter zombie is dangerous enough for me to warrant using spikes on him, or even a full-size bayonet, because you guys are tough and a little scary. So, do not underestimate your opponents. Never underestimate your opponents. Okay, he is getting closer, faster than I would like. I'm going to run away a little bit. My stamina is getting a bit low. That's the thing I was worried about, is if I have to throw enough things at him, my stamina will get low enough for him to catch me. Alright, nice. Got him. So either I would need to back away again, or just kill him quickly. And I'm going to cut your corpse, because I am very vindictive about these sort of things, especially when you guys get up at random, decide to get up later like jerks. Like firefighting jerks. More like jerk fighters. Or I mean, more like fighting... I'm not a jerk, you're a jerk. Fighting jerks. Jerk zombies. Oh, we've got a water. It's got 1 gasoline, 1% water, or 1% battery, 1% gasoline, 0% water. It would be an interesting way to store your infrared goggles. Interesting. But they provide a lot of encumbrance for your eyes. So, I mean, you would be able to see infrared at night and so on and so forth. But you might miss other things that are more obvious. Ooh, a backpack. Ooh, a backpack. I I'm going to wear that backpack, and my torso encumbrance is going to be pretty high. But let me compare. Okay, so messenger bag 25 or 5 for 25, where a backpack is 10 for 40. So that is 5 for 20. So the messenger bag is still more efficient overall, but the backpack gives larger total storage. Oh, and I'm also wearing a purse, right? And the purse has an even worse ratio. So I will no longer be a man with a purse of doom. Nope, I'm just gonna have the backpack. Yeah, backpack and messenger bag. Now let me see. The backpack, well, it's uninjured. 3-3-2-2. Yeah, the backpack is tougher, so I want the backpack out there before the messenger bag, but still inner more than, like, say, my long sleeve shirt. We'll put it outside the hoodie, inside the long sleeve shirt. Inside the long sleeve shirts. Sounds awkward, but it just is the order that they get damaged in. I don't think it affects the layering penalty. So, anyways, let's see what else I can loot from this town. I think I've pretty much effectively gathered almost everything I can from this town. There's not much left in the town for me to harvest or gather. It's looking pretty sparse, other than the fact that I've got a bunch of fuel that I could gather from the pumps, socks, flares, blanket, ammonia and vinegar. I guess I might as well. Oxidizer powder. Not exactly sure what that's used for. I mean, I understand the concept of oxidization, but what would you want to oxidize? You could use it to make fungicide. Okay, fair enough. Fungicide is an issue for me, so I know where fungus is an issue, so that actually could be useful. Ah, fireplace. How quaint. What's a transistor? Beauty magazine. Self-esteem for dummies. I don't think... Well, I might as well. I have so much space, I might as well take some of these extra books. And I've got a shopping cart that I can put them in, so... Fair enough. Let's examine the bubble car once again. The bubble car is dented. It lacks wheels, but its fuel usage is a mere 1. It uses a plutonium cell. That's what they were talking about, a mini reactor. It runs on plutonium. That is an advanced car. That is an advanced car from the future. Wheels enough, dented. It has damaged controls. Most damage is the security system, but it only uses 1 fuel as well. If I'm gonna choose a car, I think I want a fuel efficient car. That's very much how I am. I'm looking for fuel efficiency. Are you sure you don't want more power? No, screw off. Fuel efficiency for me, thank you very much. Because fuel is expensive, or in this case, a rare commodity. USB drive. Might as well take that. We can uncover its secrets in the future. Sunglasses. I've explored this tower. That's right, the basement. The basement in this tower as well. I'm going to say... Zombie basement. Remember that if you go into the basement, you should be ready to be bitten actively and immediately by zombies. Not exactly a pretty picture. Computer world! Come into the computer world. Every time you play a video game, the people in the computer world are threatened. They have to play the video game with you. And if they win the game as their opponents, then they get to live. But if you win the game, then they all die. That's what the computer world is like. That's the concept for the cartoon reboot. In the cartoon reboot, people in the computer world are forced into the game as the bad guys. And so if you win the game, you're murdering a bunch of people in your computer. It's not exactly... I mean, it's a fun little concept for children. It was an old computer graphic cartoon reboot. An old computer graphic cartoon, which it kind of feels awkward for me to say that. Old computer graphic cartoon, but there you go. I'm feeling my age, slightly. My generational age. But, anyways, yes. It's an interesting concept. It's kind of disquieting for a child. It's like, maybe I don't want to win my video game. I mean, I'm gonna be killing a bunch of cool people that are inside the computer world. That's mean. Because yeah, the good guys in the show reboot, the good guys would need to win the game in order to survive. They would need to beat the player. So when the good guys won in that cartoon, you knew that there was a human being on the other side that was like, damn it, I lost my game. Why the hell am I so bad at video games? These video games are really hard. And he goes over to his friend's house, and his friend is winning easily. It's like, why can you beat that game so easily and I can't? I don't know. It's like the video game's different on your computer because the zombies, your opponents are like way better. They're just like way better. They just want to live, don't they? It's like if you were playing video games on a crappy computer where the people just wanted, I don't feel like living anymore, then you'd win the game. It's just a weird concept that your opponents would vary based on the computer you're playing because there are entities in the computer world that are being thrown into the video game. Am I making any sense here? It's funny. Did I have 2 U.S. weeklies? There's no such thing. There can only be 1 U.S. weekly. A folded poncho. Well, what is the poncho like when I unfold it? It's nifty that it can be folded, but I would like to see it as a piece of clothing. Unfolded poncho. It provides you with a little bit of environmental protection with no encumbrance. It goes on the torso and the arm. It won't let water through. Designed to keep you dry in the rain, and it has a hood if you so desire to use it. Alright, so if I put on the unfolded poncho, okay, so we're looking at 26.30, or 26.7 on the torso, but if I take it off, 26.5. So yeah, I'm getting a layering penalty, and I am getting a layering penalty from that. I don't want to have a layering. I don't want to. I'd rather be wet than have a layering penalty. Advanced computer programming, crafting quarterly, or crafty crafters quarterly. That's kind of a neat. That's not a bad name. And then Alpha Male Quarterly, bruh. You gotta read Alpha Male Quarterly, bro. You're not what? You're not reading Alpha Male Quarterly? What's wrong with you, bruh? That magazine's awesome, bruh. I gotta like it. Made me. It taught me how to properly wear a sport. It taught me how to discreetly wear a sports bra, bruh. Without being made fun of by my friends, bruh. So this little beetle has 2 fuel usage. That's kind of surprising. I was thinking that most small cars would not have. This has a dash for fuel usage. Why? Because it uses electricity. Right? And it looks like it's working. Looks like this vehicle's in working order. If I wanted to use it. I'm gonna, you know, considering how close I came to dying last time I drove a vehicle, I'm gonna lay off. I'm gonna just wait until I have a good reason to be driving around. And then, you know, before you hop in a car and drive at full speed, you probably should have a destination to go to first. Did I not look at this one? This one uses a plutonium cell, and it actually has everything. An atomic sports car. In the future, man will drive in atomic sports cars. They will fly using jetpacks and other things that seem crazy today by today's standards, but will be completely normal in the future. I will drink this clean water, no thank you, and then I will eat a little bit of meat from the shopping cart. I would like to eat my cooked meat, yum. Cooked meat, yum. Alright, I will grab this shopping cart and off I go. I could drive home using the atomic sports car, but I think I'm going to let that one go for now. I think I'm just going to drag my cart home. I'm sure you might say, well, why do you like walking around so much when it's so slow, when you could be doing things better? And that's true. I could be doing things a better way, more efficiently, faster. Oh, there's my fork spear. I set it down by accident. No, I don't want to wield the pretzels. I want to wield the fork spear. Yeah. Drop the bayonet. Put some things into the cart already. Put in cart. Put in cart. All reading materials into cart. And vinegar. Vinegar, I mean. Obviously, it was intentional stupidity. It was planned intentional stupidity. Which is much like that's basically most of my life. Just carefully planned and coordinated stupidity. No, do not drop anything. You Scottish book of cookery? I'll teach you how to cook a morlos berry. When you cook morlos berries... No, the Scottish did not know anything about morlos berries. Alright, in you go. Take some more. Some more of these dangerous morlos berries. Do we still have enough room? We still have enough room. Okay. Gonna take my shopping cart full of wonders back home. It makes me happy that I've got a shopping cart. A shopping cart to me is more important than even having an active vehicle. It really is. Just having tons of carrying capacity so that if I do need to, I can just create campsites. Rather, it's like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to have an active vehicle. To keep and maintain a vehicle is a lot of work that I maybe am not ready for yet. The shopping carts, this is perfectly fine. I might need to set up a campsite between me and this town because I keep making a lot of trips between this town and my shelter. I like my shelter though. Actually, I probably should have tried dragging home a wood stove. Well, it's 5 p.m. I am rather hungry. Do we have more cooked meat? Yes, cooked meat. And did I have more water? Somewhere. There's something to drink. Oh, well, I'll just go inside and drink my water that's sitting on the ground inside. Where is it? Clean water. Lovely. My character's tired. Yeah, my character's tired. I'm just going to go to sleep. But next time I'm going to go and get... I think next time I'm going to actually take a wood stove and drag it back to my home. Because I like the idea of having a wood stove. I originally had a wood stove, but I destroyed it like a pillock. So, next time, I'll do that. Getting out of bed comes with great difficulty. Your muscles resist the movement. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. Well, I might have to figure out a way to cure myself of my ailment. I feel like my sickness is getting worse, which is a concern. Anyways... I'll deal with that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time, survivors. Good night.